Okay, students, good afternoon. Now it is time to end the chapter Microbes in Human Welfare. Okay, today we are going to discuss about treatment of sewage. Okay, how your microbes are helpful in the treatment of sewage. We are going to study in this part, and this is the last part of microbes in human welfare. Okay, so first we have to know what is the our dependency. What is the dependency of human beings on water? Okay, एक बहुत कॉमन डायलॉग है जो आपने सुना होगा. ओके, जल है तो जीवन है. ओके, जल है तो जीवन है. Water is there, then life is there. Okay, so we are totally dependent on water for our daily activities, for our daily household work, for different industrial workouts, for our body metabolism and all other thing. It is related with the water. Okay, without water we cannot live on this earth. Okay, we human cannot live without water on earth. Okay, without air we will die in minutes. Okay, without water we will die in hours. Without food we will die in weeks. Okay, so water is very important for our body, for the metabolic activities of our body. So activity like brushing teeth, washing hand, taking bath in a toilet require a usage of water. Okay, you need, for these daily activities you need water. Okay, second, water is also used for washing utensil, clothes and car, etc. Okay, that is the second use of water in our daily life. Third, majority of work involve uses of water. Different factories, different organizations use water as their purpose. Okay, so water is very important in our life. We are totally dependent on water. Without water we cannot live a single day on earth. Okay, that's why we called what पानी है तो जीवन है. Okay, that is the slogan behind the water. पानी है तो जीवन है. Water is there, so life is there. Okay, why that scientists are finding water on other planets? Why that NASA finding water? Because water is the point of existence of life on a planet. As you studied in evolution chapter, the first life on earth occur on water. If water is not present on earth, then there is no life, no existence of life take place on earth. Okay, so that's why water is very important for our daily work, daily uses. Okay, so now wastewater. Wastewater क्या होता है? The water which is not in adequate manner, in adequate texture, we can used by our body, that is wastewater. Okay, so the large quantity, trillions of gallon of vast water generated every day in the cities and towns. This wastewater is collected by municipal corporation. This municipal corporation waste world is called sewage. Okay, I have one sample of sewage here. Okay, you can see here, this is sewage water. Okay, this water is highly impure, having millions of microbes in it, and if you consume it you definitely feel sick. Okay, you definitely having some GIT disorder if you drink this, and this is your sewage. Okay, sewage is wasteful water. It is not consumable, it is not usable, it is not having any adequate supply of things. Okay, so this is your sewage. Now we have to use this again. How we will use? We can purify it, we can purify this by the help of sewage treatment plants which is established outside your cities. Okay, what these sewage treatment plants do? They collect all this waste water from the city and go under different steps to convert this sewage water into a drinkable water, and then again it is transported in the water bodies near to your city. Okay, so this is a town. Okay, water collecting pipelines are there. These all are the pipelines. Okay, which is collecting the sewage water, waste water. Okay, this is the city. Again, they have a pipeline or drainage system. Okay, now this drainage system send this waste water to your that sewage treatment plant, that is your municipal waste water sewage treatment plant. Okay, so sewage. Now what is sewage? What this sewage content? What is the composition of sewage? Okay, so municipal waste water consists of organic waste and microbes. Okay, as you see here, you will find that here we have onion peel, organic waste. In this, when you see under microscope, you find many microbes are there. They are harmful to our body. Okay, so this many of these microbes are pathogenic. Okay, major component is human excreta. Okay, human excreta can also present in this sewage. Okay, mainly it is content of human excreta. Okay, so organic waste, microbes and human excreta, these three together come and forms sewage. Okay, so natural water bodies. Okay, you know natural water bodies, what is these? The rivers, ponds, lakes. Okay, so untreated sewage if discharged inside human in the water body pollutes the water body. As a result, aquatic animals start dying, water become unfit for use, waterborne disease spread. Okay, automatically it is a common sense that if you put a polluted water in a non-polluted body, that non-polluted body converts into polluted body. Okay, so if you put that non-treated sewage water inside a natural water body, then automatically that natural water body get polluted, and by which what thing happens, that aquatic animals start to die, water become unfit to drink, unfit to use. Okay, waterborne diseases will occur, just like cholera, typhoid. Okay, all these waterborne diseases will occur. Okay, thus sewage must not be discharged in the natural bodies directly. The water which is coming out from your houses, coming out from your industries, does not send directly inside the river bodies. Okay, inside the water bodies, inside the rivers, lakes, pond, it will definitely destroy that healthy ecosystem. So what we will do, how can we avoid this thing? So we send that sewage water to sewage treatment plant, where we remove this human excreta, organic waste, microbes. Okay, and then send that water to water bodies. Okay, so that thing we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, so sewage need to be treated in sewage treatment plant before releasing into the water body. This is your houses, towns, cities, from where water is collecting in the pipeline. Now this thing is transferred to your sewage treatment plant. In sewage treatment plant, this water get purified. This water, from that sewage water you remove organic waste, that excreta, then your that microbes, and then you will send that water to natural water. Okay, so now this whole step of sewage treatment plant come under three steps. Three step runs under this sewage treatment. Okay, first one is your primary sewage treatment, that is your physical step. Okay, second one is secondary sewage treatment, that is your biological step, and third one is also there, that is your that is tertiary step, tertiary sewage treatment. Okay, primary is your physical, secondary is your biological, and third one, tertiary treatment, is your chemical. Okay, in NCERT only primary and secondary is given, tertiary is not mentioned, but there is tertiary sewage treatment is also there, that is your chemical treatment. Okay, the water which is coming inside your house, it is chemically treated, it is ozonized, chlorinified, fluorified water it is. Okay, so we have three steps which runs under sewage treatment. Okay, first one is primary sewage treatment, that is your physical step, then secondary sewage treatment, that is biological step, and tertiary sewage treatment, that is chemical step. Okay, so that's how you will do the treatment of water. Now one by one we are going to study all these steps. Okay, so first we have primary sewage treatment, that is your physical step. Okay, this treatment involves removal of large and small suspended floating particles, just like in this water. Okay, in this sewage sample you are seeing that this part, okay, this thing which is floating, okay, the thing which is floating on the water surface, okay, this thing has been removed from that sewage by the help of primary sewage treatment. Okay, in primary sewage treatment you will remove the physical waste, the hard waste, the large size waste, the waste which is not mixed inside the water, the waste which is suspended on the water surface. Okay, so the treatment involves removal of large and small suspended floating particles through simple physical processes like filtration and sedimentation. Okay, in this primary sewage treatment we have two tanks, filtration tank and sedimentation tank. Filtration tank, what it will do, it will have in filters. Okay, जाली होती है इनमें, जाली से छाने की जाली होती है ना, the filter which is used you to filter out tea. Okay, that type of filters are present inside filtration tanks. Okay, and it is of different size. Okay, just like this. Okay, see here we have different size of filter inside this filtration chamber of different slit length. Okay, the first one is very large, then small, then more small, then more small. Okay, that types of different slit are present inside the filtration tank. Okay, now that filtered water, filtered sewage water will go inside your sedimentation tank. Okay, now we are going to see that. Okay, so first we have filtration tank. Okay, it has multiple filter arranged one after the one another. Okay, that I said. First we have large, then small, then more small, then micro, then mini. Okay, so that was the length of that. Large, micro, milli, small, etc. Okay, each filter has different pore size. First filter is the largest pore size. Okay, as I said, the first one is the largest one, and the pore size decreases gradually over the subsequent filter. When you go, if this is having a filter tank having 10 filters, okay, the first filter having the largest holes, while the 10th one having very minute holes. Okay, minute filters. So sewage enter the tank with multiple things in it. They are diapers, sticks, clothes, bottles, shoes, etc. The large shape filters, the large shape materials, okay, just like onion pea. Okay, as you see in this water, this is the large material which is floating on the water. Okay, so this we have to filter down inside that sewage water. So this thing is being filtered down by this process. Okay, so as I said, 10 filters are there. The first one is very large, then small, then micro, then milli, then nano. These were the size segments present inside the filtration tanks. Okay, all these floating solid debris get filtered out according to their size and separate out. Therefore, tank 1 removes majority of floating solid debris, small or large, by subsequential filtration method. Okay, subsequential filter method is nothing, that is your 10 filters are arranged by size, subsequently you are going through that. Okay, simple filtration is simple process, just like you are filtering a tea in from different filters. Okay, so filtration tank, okay, you got it. In this, what we are doing, we are removing the suspended solids, the suspended waste which cannot be dissolved inside the water, which is floating on the surface of the water. Okay, so that is your tank 1 filtration tank. Now we have tank 2, that is your sedimentation tank. Okay, in which the sedimentation process is carried out. Okay, the small solid particles which cannot be removed by sequential fleeting and transferred to other tank called sedimentation tank. Now you can see here in this, okay, the base, okay, you will see the base, okay, the base, in the base you will see some solid particles are remain. Okay, these are sediments. Okay, you cannot remove these sediment by filtration tank. So you have to send these sewage water which contain these sediment to sedimentation tanks. Okay, so the grit, soil or small particle, this is your soil or small particle grits. Okay, you can see here, this is small particles or soil. Okay, grit, in which you will find the soil particles, rocks, small, or these things are present. Okay, so grit, soil, small pebbles and heavier than water. Thus when the sewage is left undisturbed in this tank, the heavier particles start settling down. That is your sedimentation. Okay, the particles which cannot float, the particles which cannot mix in the water, they will settle down inside the sewage water, and that thing is your sediment. And the process of settling down of these particles is called sedimentation. Okay, so small solid debris which are heavy settle down and form the sediments. These sediments is called primary sludge. Okay, now this thing, okay, in this water, if these thing which is present in the base of this glass, okay, the things which is present in the base of this glass, okay, you can see here. Okay, okay, now the things which is present in the base of these glass is your sediment. Okay, So the sediment is called primary sludge as it is obtained by primary treatment. The lighter floating portion of sewage, which is include waste, dissolved elements and microbes, form the surfactant, which is called effluent. Okay. Now in this you can see. Okay. See this. This thing, the thing which is floating. Okay. The mass of in the flux, the mass, the substance which is floating on the surface of this water. Okay. That is your effluent. Okay. So supertant is effluent. Okay, the thing which is floating here. Okay, the material, the microbes. Okay, the thing which is floating here is your effluent, while the thing which is settled down, which is present at the base of the glass, okay, is your primary sludge. Okay. So now we are going to with secondary sewage treatment. That is your biological removal of the material. Okay, biologically you are going to remove that thing. That is your secondary sewage treatment. Okay, removal of organic matter from the sewage through microbial action. You are taking part. You are using microbes now. Okay, now microbes are used in the removal of waste. That is your secondary treatment. That's why we called it biological treatment of sewage plant by sewage wastewater. Okay, so in this we have three chambers: chamber number 3, chamber number 4 and chamber number 5. Tank number 3, tank number 4 and tank number 5. Okay, so let's see. So first tank in your biological that biological sewage treatment is your tank number 3, that is aeration tank, in which you have large fans which regularly agitating the sewage, that primary sludge. Okay, now you do not call that sewage water, now you will call that thing primary sludge. Okay, the sludge, because it is coming from your primary treatment, that's why we called it primary sludge. Okay, so the effluent consists of large amount of organic matter. The heterotrophic microbes naturally present in these sewage are bacteria and algae. This large tank is mechanically agitated and air is constantly pumped into it. Manually, mechanical agitation and pumping of air cause increase in the number of aerobic microbes. Okay, and remember the one thing, most important thing about the aeration tank. In aeration tank, the condition is always aerobic. Oxygen is present in tremendous amount, and the organism which is present inside aeration tank are aerobic bacteria and algae. Okay, so large number of aerobic microbes join to forms flocks. Okay, now flocks formation take place inside your aeration tank. Okay, so what is the flock? If we observe microscopically, microbial flock is a mesh like structure formed by meshes of bacteria and fungal filament. Okay, just like it is a framework. Okay, like this. This is your flock, in which you will find bacteria and fungus. Okay, this is your flock in which you will find bacteria and fungus. They are present as a form of meshwork. Okay. So, if we observe microscopically, microbial flock is a mesh-like structure formed by masses of bacteria and fungal filament. This microbial flock consume and digest the organic matter present in the sewage. Okay, as you know, this is the sewage. Okay, the organic matter. By the second step, the secondary treatment, biological process, the main funda, the main principle, the main motive of this step is to remove the organic waste, to remove the microbes फ्रॉम द वाटर. ओके, सो माइक्रोब्स, जैसे कि आपने कहावत सुनी होगी, जहर ही जहर को काटता है. ओके, दैट पॉइजन किल्स पॉइजन. ओके, सो वी हैव टू रिमूव माइक्रोब्स, वी हैव टू रिमूव ऑर्गेनिक थिंग. वी हैव यूज्ड माइक्रोब्स हियर. To remove microbes, we are using microbes. Okay, so this is your aeration tank in which you are using large aerators, large fan-like structure which is continuously moving inside that thing and mixing the air inside that. Okay, and the aeration tank is highly oxygenic. It contains aerobic bacteria. Okay, aerobic organisms are present, abundance of oxygen is there. Okay, So the main function is that consumption and digestion of organic waste. Okay, the bacteria which is growing inside that, the flock which is producing inside your aeration tank, its work is to eat up all the organic waste. Okay, so how does water quality improves in microbes consume organic matter? Okay, see, you have some doubt about that कि उसमें तो माइक्रोब्स है, तो माइक्रोब्स उसमें होने से उसकी वाटर क्वालिटी कैसे इंक्रीज हो रही है. ओके, you are removing microbes. By adding microbes, then how the quality of water is increasing? That is the very important question. Okay, so the answer is microbial consumption of organic matter decreases the level of biochemical oxygen demand, BOD. Okay, see, there is two types of things. Okay, see, this is one water. Okay, this is the second. Which one have high BOD? Okay, this one. Okay, microbial consumption of organic matter decreases the level of biochemical oxygen. The more the water is polluted, the more BOD is there. The less is the water polluted, the less BOD is there. Okay, the full form of BOD is biochemical oxygen demand. Okay, biochemical oxygen demand, the amount of oxygen consumed by bacteria for oxidation of the organic matter in 1 liter of water. ओके, 1 लीटर पानी में कितना बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट है और बैक्टीरिया कितना ऑक्सीजन को खा रहा है, उसको बोलते हैं बायोकेमिकल ऑक्सीजन डिमांड. ओके, और अगर बीओडी ज्यादा है मतलब पानी पॉल्यूटेड है. इफ बीओडी इज लेस देन मींस द वाटर इज प्योर टू ड्रिंक. ओके, so biochemical oxygen demand test measure the rate of uptake of oxygen by microbes in a sample of water. Okay, here you can see by oxygen consumed. Okay, now it will going down, means at that pace of the graph you will find that water is polluted, but when you go in down, okay, the biological oxygen demand, it is decreasing, means water getting purified. Okay, so biochemical oxygen demand is indirectly the measure of organic matter present inside the water. Okay, greater the BOD of water equals to higher the amount of organic matter equals to greater polluting potential of water. Again I am saying the more is BOD, the more is organic waste present inside the water, most is the water having the polluting capacity. Okay, again BOD is more, organic waste is more, polluting potential of water is more. Okay, BOD more, polluting potential more, organic waste more. Okay, after that, against of that, BOD less, less organic matter, less potential to do pollution of water. Okay, sewage water is treated till the BOD is reduced. Okay, अपन सीवेज के वाटर को जब तक ट्रीट करते हैं जब तक उसका BOD 0 तक ना आ जाए. Okay, we are reduce the BOD till we use that sewage water, we put that sewage water to the use till that BOD is send it to the 0. Okay, send it to 0 means we send that BOD to the 0 till we do the treating of water. Okay, so now next is the fourth tank. Okay, that is your settling tank. Okay, once the BOD of sewage is reduced significantly, the effluent is passed into the settling tank where the bacteria flock sediments. This sediment is called activated sludge. Okay, now the water which containing your flocks, if the flocks get sedimented, get on the base of the tank. Okay, and the base of the tank contain a sludgy layer. That thing is called activated sludge. Okay, the clean super tank is the treated effluent. Okay, and the water which is floating above of this activated sludge is the clear water. Okay, flock contain heterotrophic anaerobic microbes and fungal filament. The flock, okay, the flocks which you have already studied, it contain microbes like bacteria and fungus in the form of meshwork. Okay, again I am saying settling tank में क्या होता है, जो BOD आपने डिक्रीज करके पानी को आगे भेजा, उसमें जितने भी तुम्हारे फ्लॉक होंगे वो सेटल डाउन हो जाएंगे. दे विल गो डाउन इनसाइड द वाटर, दे सेटल डाउन and the structure which form, the material which form on the base of that water is called activated sludge, while the water which is floating above that sludge, activated sludge, is your that supertant, okay, which is your treated effluent. Okay, the water which is floating above is your supertant and it is an treated effluent. Now the effluent is treated, it is pure. Okay, not much that pure, but it is pure. It is more further better than your sewage which is present on step 1. Okay, now we have 5. Now you can see here, okay, in this image you can see, okay, this aeration tank is sending that water which contains less BOD is sent inside your settling tank. Okay, in settling tank you will finding that activated sludge, okay, the mass of bacteria and fungus, they are settling down inside the tank, and the water is which is present above is your treated effluent. Okay, secondary sewage treatment, where you are seeing that the base is your activated sludge and the water which is present above this, okay, this is your surfactant or your treated effluent. Okay, a small portion of activated sludge is pumped back to the aeration tank. This small portion acts as an inoculum. Okay, now this activated sludge, what it contain? It contains microbes, okay, like your fungus and bacteria. So you need these organism again in aeration tank to eat the organic waste, to decrease down the biochemical demand of water. To you take some sample from settling tank as a form of inoculum and send it again to the aeration tank for next batch. Okay, the next batch of sewage which is coming inside your sewage treatment plant is retreated by that inoculum which you taken from settling tank. Okay, so the inoculum help in the formation of floc in the aeration tank. Next time, remaining major portion of the activated sludge is transferred to another tank. Okay, now fifth tank, that is your anaerobic sludge tank, okay, or your anaerobic sludge digester tank. Now we are going towards anaerobic respiration. Okay, so the sludge digester tank does not have oxygen. Oxygen zero, oxygen nulla. Okay, nulli, nille, ille. So oxygen is not there in your anaerobic sludge digester tank. Okay, so aerobic bacteria dies in the absence of oxygen. Okay, now the sludge, the activated sludge which contains aerobic bacteria, they will die. Okay, only the bacteria which are anaerobic, which can live in without oxygen, they can survive in this tank. Okay, so different kind of anaerobic bacteria present in this chamber digest the aerobic bacteria and the fungal filament in the activated sludge. Okay, now these anaerobic bacteria, they will do what? They will start to eat dead aerobic bacteria and fungus, because these two aerobic bacteria and fungus, they cannot live without oxygen. They are eaten by these anaerobic bacteria in your sludge digester tank. Okay, so these digestion releases mixture of gases like methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. These gases form biogas, which is used as a source of energy and inflammable. Okay, that we studied in biogas production. Okay, I said at that time that your sediment sewage treatment plant can also produce biogas, and that's how your sewage treatment plant produce biogas. They use anaerobic sludge digester tank to produce biogas by eating out that activated sludge by anaerobic bacteria. Okay, so from the anaerobic sludge digester tank we obtained a really useful byproduct which is biogas. Okay, and again your sewage treatment plant is zero waste procedure. Okay, even we are using that activated sludge, that is the waste product, okay, to production of something useful, that is your biogas. Okay, so the treated remains from the digested sludge is dried and used as a manure. Okay, now after the production of the biogas, the remaining part of that activated sludge is dried and that sent it to use as a manure, as a biofertilizer. Okay, so at the end of the sewage treatment, there is two major output. First, treated sewage water which can be released into natural water bodies and is non-polluting, because the BOD of that sewage water is gone down near to zero. You can now send that water to river, to lake, to ponds. Okay, second really useful byproduct which is biogas. Okay, as I said, this step is non-waste step, non-waste production. Okay, so the end product the waste which is producing inside this is used to produce biogas and biofertilizer. Even the waste is used by us, that is in the production of biogas and in the production of biofertilizers. Okay, you can see here, this is your anaerobic sludge digester. You are sending that activated sludge inside the anaerobic sludge digester, and the water is sent it to the natural water bodies. This anaerobic sludge digester is used to produce biogas. After producing biogas, the remaining activated sludge is dried up and converted into biofertilizer. Okay. So now we have a question time. Okay. Which of the following sewage treatment remove the suspending solid? Okay. Let's solve it. So which of the following sewage treatment remove the suspended solid? Suspended solid means the solids which on the present on the surface of the water. Okay, the physical waste, surface of water. Okay, just like in this sample I have this onion peels. Okay, this is present on the surface of the water. Okay, so this is the suspended waste, the thing which is floating on the surface of the water, that is your suspended waste. Okay, so which of the following sewage treatment remove the suspended solid? Okay, primary sewage treatment, secondary sewage treatment, tertiary sewage treatment, sludge activation. Which one? This one is not. This is totally incorrect. Okay, next one is tertiary sewage plant. It is a chemical process, so it is also not correct. Then secondary sewage plant, it is biological treatment. Again, it is not correct. So answer is primary sewage treatment plant. Means your removal of that suspended solid, the suspended waste, it is done by the help of primary sewage treatment. Okay, if the question is asking which of the following sewage treatment remove the organic waste, remove the biological waste, then answer is secondary sewage treatment. But the question is asking suspended solid and it is removed by your primary sewage treatment. Okay, now we have the side. So did you know there are less than number of STP in our country? Okay, STP, full form of STP is sewage treatment plant. So there are less number of STP in our country. Large quantity of untreated sewage is directly released in the natural water bodies, polluting it. Okay, you know Ganga, you know about Yamuna river. Both are highly polluted now. We directly putting the waste inside these river, and these rivers get polluted because in India there is very less number of STP sewage treatment plant. We directly pouring the sewage water inside these rivers, and these rivers get polluted by day. Okay, so this is sewage generated in India, and this is the sewage treatment plant in India. Okay, see the difference between this graphical representation. Okay, this is the sewage generated by India, and this is the sewage treatment done by India in sewage treatment plant. That's why these large holy rivers getting polluted day by day due to water pollution. Okay, so to save these major river, Indian government starts two plans. One is your Ganga action plan and second one is Yamuna action plan. Ganga action plan is for Ganga river, while your Yamuna action plan is for Yamuna river, and Yamuna river is highly polluted river now in India. Okay, Yamuna, that river is present in Delhi. It is very polluted river. Even nowadays, the water which is coming inside the Delhi, it is polluted. That water which is coming inside the tap in Delhi, it is highly polluted water. You will find in the winter season that soap scum is floating on the river of Yamuna. Okay, and it is highly polluted because there is no sewage treatment plants near Yamuna river, and that is getting highly polluted day by day. Okay, so to cope up this thing, Indian government, Ministry of Environment and Forest initiated two movements, that is Ganga action plan for your Ganga river and Yamuna action plan for Yamuna river. The plan aims at building sewage treatment plant in the large number around these rivers, to where you will put out that sewage water first to treat the sewage water, then you put that treated sewage water, that pure, that less BOD water inside the river. You are not going to direct put the sewage inside these river. Okay, this will ensure that no untreated sewage enter into the major rivers. Okay, So the next question, okay, the bacterial flock of sewage treatment plant are allowed to be settled in, okay, where you will settle them. Okay, question is asking the bacterial flock of sewage treatment plants are allowed to settle in. So you have 4 tanks: sedimentation, aeration tank, settling tank, anaerobic sludge digester, where the settled thing is taking place. Okay, let's solve this question. Okay, the bacterial flock of sewage treatment plant are allowed to settle in. Okay, sedimentation tank, no, because it is a part of primary treatment. We are talking about in this question about biological treatment. Okay, now these three are related to biological treatment, but we have to choose the correct one. Okay, aeration tank, it is again not correct, because in aeration tank what we are doing, we are putting the air in this, we are making the flocks inside the aeration tank, so this is not correct. Then we have anaerobic sludge digester tank. In this we are creating anaerobic condition to digest up the activated sludge, so this is also not the correct answer in which we are allowed to settle the flow. So answer is your settling tank. In settling tank what we are doing, we are settling the sludge, okay, the waste product which are coming from your aeration tank has been settled down, okay, that is your activated sludge, and the above that water is floating above that activated sludge is your settled, it's your pure effluent or treated effluent. Okay, so answer is settling tank. Okay, so answer is settling tank. Okay, so this is a summary of this chapter, this part of this chapter. Okay, first we have physical treatment, in which we have filtration tank and sedimentation tank. Filtration tank is for your hard heavy waste which is floating on the surface. Then sedimentation tank, it is for the soil grids, okay, the thing which cannot be suspended on the water, which is seated down inside the water. Now your physical treatment is done. It's time for biological treatment, the second treatment, in which you have 3 tanks: aeration tank, settling tanks, anaerobic sludge digester tank. Aeration tank do what? It agitate the water, it mix the water, adding air inside that, having the work with aerobic bacteria. These aerobic bacteria eat down the organic waste which is present inside the aeration tank. Now the waste product is sent it to your settling tank, in which you have 2 things. One is reduced BOD water, that is sent it to your natural water bodies, and second one is your activated sludge which is present at the base of the settling tank. Now this activated sludge is sent it to anaerobic sludge digester tank, where your anaerobic bacteria are present and the condition is anaerobic, no oxygen is there. Okay, now these anaerobic bacteria do what? They start eating the dead aerobic bacteria and fungus, and by the digestion of these dead aerobic and fungus gases like methane, CO2, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen gas come out, and they combine and form biogas. Now that biogas is sent it for the use for the production of energy. After that, when the biogas is produced fully, now that activated sludge, the remaining part of activated sludge, it get dried, and dried activated sludge is used as a biofertilizer. So, and this whole process of treatment, sewage treatment plant is wasteless. Even the waste which is produced in your anaerobic sludge digester is used by us for production of biogas and fertilizers. Okay, so this is the end of the chapter. This is your microbes in human welfare, and we studied about different positive use of different species of microbes. Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, now the next chapter is we are going to study, that is human health and disease. Okay, so thank you for watching. ओके, एंड कभी झुकने का नहीं.